everyone, and welcome back to another speed build. Today we are doing a house that is inspired by Grandparent's house, and originally I wasn't going to do that. I didn't have in my mind when I first started building this house to make it like a grandparent's home. Um, I think it wasn't until I started decorating the interior and then I realized maybe this would be a good grandparent house. Originally it was just going to be a regular house for your Sims, but it was kind of smaller than I expected it to be, and I had a few ideas running in my head. I had an idea for maybe like a couple of Sims without kids or whatever, and I had in my mind the whole time while I was doing the exterior that the second floor was actually going to be like an attic or something like that, because I've never done anything like that before, and maybe I'll do that in the future. It's just my imagination was going crazy and just I was thinking about a whole lot of different things that you could use this house for. But a grandparent's house did not cross my mind when I was doing the exterior, so I'm sorry if the outside does not look like something a grandparent would have, but I got my inspiration for this house off of Google, I think. Either Google or Pinterest. That's where I get most of my inspiration anyway. I mainly just get inspiration just to like have an idea of what I want the floor plan to be, and then the rest of it I just kind of go with the flow with the rest of it. But yeah, also I got a new reshade for my game, and I think that it looks so much brighter, and I love it. I love the way that it turned out looking. I think it turned out so good. And yeah, and I thought about putting a chimney because I never use those. I forget that we have them. And I was gonna put one. I don't remember if I did or not, but yeah, okay, never mind, yeah. I couldn't really decide where to put it because I wasn't really sure if it would make it look weird or not. And then last minute I decided to add a backyard. I love adding backyards because I like to have a lot of things for your Sims to do in the houses. Like I don't want your Sim to have nothing to do in the house. Like I love putting any kind of activity that I can, and I try to fit as many as I can as well, which can be a problem, but it's okay. The exterior has always been so much more easier for me, and it used to be the interior. I used to be really good at decorating the interior and everything, but I enjoy doing the exterior a lot more now because I feel like I'm getting better at kind of making it look like a real house. I try to make them look as realistic as I can, but at the same time, this is a video game, so sometimes it's kind of hard to make it look realistic, but I do my best. So yeah. And I just recently started using the debug items. I downloaded a mod that has the organized debug and stuff like that, and I'm really enjoying that. And I didn't realize how many plants and trees was in the debug, and I am so happy that I found them because I've been using them like crazy now. So yeah, doing the landscaping, I used to hate doing landscaping. I used to absolutely hate it, but now that I've kind of played around with it a lot more, I think I enjoy it a lot more now. I think I do. Oh, and also I tried not to use a lot of packs on this house. I've been trying to do better with that because I noticed that in a lot of my builds I use almost every single pack that I have. It's mainly clutter, furniture and stuff. But yeah, I've been trying to do better on that. I've been trying to pick like just at least like 3 or 4 packs and just stick with those. I don't know if I did that for this house or not, but I know in the next house that I built, I think I did do that. So yeah, I built this house first, and then I did build another house. I'm trying to get a little bit of ahead before I get busy for the holidays. So, yeah, oh, and this little nook, oh my gosh, I love it. I forgot that we had a picnic basket, and I don't know. I decided to put a little picnic area over here, and I really thought that we had a blanket that had like the checkered picnic, the classic picnic blanket, but I could not find one, so I just went with that one. Um, I think it turned out pretty cute. But yeah, um, even though I didn't plan for it to be a grandparent's house, I think that the exterior does kind of look like something a grandparent would have. It has a lot of things that you could do with the grandkids and stuff like that. So yeah. Fairy lights, I put them everywhere. I always do, and I was trying to find a pole, but instead I used this. What's that called? Is that a stick for their s'mores and stuff? I just sized it up a few times and used that as a new pole, and I think it looks decent. I don't know if it looks crazy, but it'll be okay. So yeah, I went a little crazy with the fairy lights this time, but I like for it to be bright, and I like the lights. They're just so cute. And the ones from the little campers kit has just been my favorite, and I've been using them like crazy. So, yeah. Oh, and also I think on this video, I think I cut out a lot of um when I was trying to put the roof on because I was having problems. I couldn't get it to do quite what I wanted it to do, so I cut out a lot of that. Um, I don't know if you can notice it. I don't think that you can, but yeah, I cut out a lot of the building the house. I don't think I cut out anything else. I think that this is the only thing that I cut out. So yeah. Over here I put a little gardening area because, when I think of grandparents, I think of outside a lot because they love the outdoors and stuff like that. So I put a little gardening area over here, and I love this little tree that I found. I don't remember what pack that's from, or if it's debug. It might be debug, I don't know. And I did put a swing out there, but I changed it towards the end because I found something that I liked a lot better from the little campers kit. Um, that's my favorite kit so far, and honestly, I haven't bought many of the kits because I just forget that we have them. But they do have a new clutter kit, and I'm so excited to get that one. That'll be the next one that I get. But I think I have like 2 or 3 of the little kits that they have because I just forget that we have them, and then I forget that, you know, I don't know. Sometimes I kind of think that they could be $3 or something a little cheaper than 5. I mean, $5 is really cheap for something for a video game, but I don't know. It doesn't have a whole lot of, like, their kits don't have a whole lot in them. Like the country kitchen set, I don't have that one either yet. Um, but I mean, it just comes with a kitchen set and you're paying $5 for a whole kitchen set. I don't know if that's a good deal or not. I don't know. I decided to put fairy lights on the front because I wanted to add a little something more. I'm always looking for something more to add because I love it. And I love putting what are those called? Like lampposts? Something like that? No. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. I love to put those because it makes it look like it's actually a part of the town. And I think that that's a nice little touch. Most of my houses that I do are suburban type houses. And I'm trying to do more than just suburban homes, but I can't get away from them. I do have another video that is almost ready. I've just got to do the voiceover for that one too, but it's not actually a suburban home. It's actually completely different. And I'm not really confident in it, but it'll be okay. I mean, it turned out pretty good, but you'll see. I'll talk about how much I am not too happy about it in the video. So yeah, this floor plan is actually really cute, but I did end up changing the bedroom because the bed wouldn't fit in there, so I had to make it bigger. The room looked a lot bigger until I put the bed in there, and then I was like, ooh, that's not gonna work. So yeah, I think that's the only thing that I changed about the floor plan. I just made it bigger. I made the bedroom bigger, and I think that's it. But yeah, I like to have in my head what I want to do in my floor plans because if not, I don't know what I'm doing. And I decided to put like a little reading nook right here, and I don't normally do that. Normally in the like the foyer or whatever they're called, I normally put like a little table or something and like have clutter like keys and stuff there, but I don't know. I don't know. I saw the couch and I just thought it was really cute, so I decided to go with a little reading nook because I don't think that I had any room in the house for another bookcase except for upstairs. So I'm kind of glad that I made the decision to do that. And I think it was right here when I decided to make it like a grandparent's home because I was thinking what was I going to do about the upstairs because I really wanted it to kind of be an attic. But then I kind of wanted it to be a kid's room and then I don't know. Like this is when I decided it would be a grandparent's home. So I put the knitting and stuff in the nook right over there because that's just what a grandmother would do, at least I think. Now, I had a lot of problems with the living room because I really wanted to use that couch, but I did not know if your Sims could move around. So I decided not to put a big couch in the living room. And I found the rocking chair, so I went ahead and put it outside real quick. Um, so I decided to put a fireplace there, and this whole time I was really nervous that your Sims wouldn't be able to move around in the living room because of the stairs, and that's a really small area. So I was just trying to play around with it and trying to see where exactly everything would fit. And I think I figured it out. I think I stayed with that, but I hope that your Sims can move around. I should have tested it, but I didn't before I uploaded it to the gallery. I always upload them to the gallery before I even release the video. So I should have tested it, but I didn't. So I'm sorry. You may just have to delete one of the chairs so that your Sims can get around. I don't know. Curtains. I have problems with curtains. I used to never use them, but I use them now, but I have problems finding ones that actually fit the windows, which is weird to me. It's really weird. I don't know, I just have issues finding ones that actually fit. So I think I went with those. I think. Yes, I did. I tried to find some that looked like something a grandmother would have, but this is not like an old-timey themed home. This is like a maybe a modern grandparents. I don't know what you would call it. But it's kind of like, they're up to date. They're with the times. They know what they're doing. So I decided to put some toys and stuff all around the house. You'll find some in the kitchen. There's some everywhere. Because I prepared for children, um, teens, or a toddler to be here because they can come at every stage of their life if they want to, so there's activities for them all. I don't really think that I put a whole lot of stuff for teenagers to do, but you have a TV. I'm pretty sure I put a desk somewhere and a computer. So actually no, I did not. I thought I did, but I didn't. The dining room was a lot smaller than I imagined it being, but it's okay. I wanted to add more chairs because there's more beds. I think I put 4 beds. Yeah, one for a toddler, and then I put a bunk bed. You'll see it in a little bit. And a funny thing, I put a flower on top of the table, and when I was taking screenshots, it disappeared completely. That one, I put that one there, and it's not there anymore. I don't know what happened to it, but it was too late for me to replace the flower with one that won't disappear because I had already uploaded it to the gallery and I didn't notice that the flower was gone, but it was completely gone. I have no clue what happened to it. And it might be there, I don't know, it might have been a glitch, who knows. So I decided to put some pictures around, and in my mind, these are like pictures of like their family and maybe of them when they were younger, like, I didn't imagine these grandparents to be very elderly, like not too old. I'm trying not to be offensive here. But I imagine them to be young grandparents, like, because originally I did not plan for this house to be a home for grandparents. It was just going to be a home. I even had in my mind like a home for like maybe another parent, like a single parent who's like their kid comes to visit every once in a while. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I had a lot of things running through my mind, but I went with the grandparents' home because I thought that made a little bit more sense. So yeah, and I don't know if there's gonna be room for your sim to actually cook anything. So if you have to add an extra counter, I'm sorry, I don't know. I should have tested that too. I really gotta start testing the houses before I upload them, but I just forget to, and then I get so excited and upload them anyway, so I don't know. And again, the cabinets look like a completely different color from the counters, but that's the one that said matches with it, so I don't know, blame the game, not me. And then over here I was trying to figure out what to do, and I decided to put some more stuff for kids to do. I don't remember what I put there. I debated on putting that, but I felt like it kind of crowded it up too much because there's not a whole lot of room. Again, this house is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. But I honestly hate building big mansions and stuff, but I do want to build a mansion one day. But I don't know, it makes me anxious to build a mansion or anything like that. So I stick with suburban styled homes that are medium sized or like tiny homes. And even with tiny homes, I'm not really that good. So I stick with what I think I'm good at, which are suburban homes. I would like to start building stuff like restaurants, cafes, because I have built a cafe multiple times. I've built plenty of cafes, but I do want to kind of expand from just doing homes. I would like to build venues, like wedding venues and stuff. I feel like that would be a lot of fun because I have built one before, but it was when I had just gotten into building, and it was not a pretty sight. So yeah. Oh, and I don't know if your sim has enough room to walk through there either. So again, I'm sorry if there's no room. I did my best to make sure that there was plenty of room. I'm pretty positive that your sim can move through there. Pretty positive. So yeah, and I didn't really clutter up the house a whole lot because I kind of wanted it to feel kind of really clean and really tidy. Like, these grandparents, they're on top of things. They know what they're doing. They keep everything nice and organized and clean, so I didn't really put a whole lot of clutter everywhere. Just stuff that you might see in a grandparent's home. So yeah. I forgot what I was talking about earlier. So yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to start doing restaurants and stuff. And I feel like that would be a lot of fun. I feel like wedding venues would be a lot of fun, like maybe building a cute little chapel or something. I think that that'd be a lot of fun to build. Or maybe something like an outside, like a beach wedding or something. I'm not good at building on a beach. You'll find that out in one of my future videos. But building on the beach terrifies me, and I don't know why. It's because I'm used to grass. I'm used to suburban homes, and a beach hut / house is not really a suburban home. So yeah. I was trying to figure out what to do up here because I was debating on making it look like an attic, but then I kind of thought, what grandparents would put their grandkids in the attic? So I just went ahead and turned it into a grandkids room, and it has 3 beds in there. It has 2 for children or teenagers, and then I did put a toddler bed in there because I don't know, can toddlers can walk up the stairs, right? Later on when they learn skills? I think so. I was so proud of myself because I'm not actually ending the video by building the bathroom. But yeah, we're almost done here. So thank you guys for joining my video. I think that this one turned out pretty good. We're about to move on to the screenshots here in a minute. I want to thank you for joining, and I hope that you enjoyed this build, and I will see you all on the next build. Thank you.